Bună ziua, dragii mei, și bine ați venit la lecția 17 de limba engleză pentru clasa a 6-a din acest manual. Dragii mei, lecția noastră este cuprinsă în aceste două pagini pe care vă rog să le copiați. Se văd? Captură de ecran, da? Sper că ați reușit. Ok, keep in touch. Important notice, class 6C English in the room for today. 2:25 start as usual. Starting off. Work in pairs, look at the pictures. Do you use any of these ways of communicating? Which ones do you use most? Yes, I use one of these ways of communicating. Messages, I send and receive messages. Which ones do you use most? With some people, I use WhatsApp for short communication with my students. Do you communicate differently with different people? Oh yes, I communicate on WhatsApp, on YouTube with my students, and I post lessons on YouTube. I use also Zoom for lessons online. Well, can you think of other ways of communicating? No, I can't think of other ways of communicating. Listening part 5. Think about a website that you like or use often. Why do you visit it? Why do you like it? What information does it include? Okay, I think at Facebook. I like it because there are all kinds of informations about culture, movies, music, international events, and others. It includes all kinds of informations. Exercise number 2. Work in pairs. What are the top 3 features of a good website? Think about these ideas of your own. Lots of good pictures, easy to use, useful and interesting informations, attractive design, modern style. I consider that the top 3 features are useful informations, easy to use, and online lessons. When the words in the second column are adjectives, the speakers might paraphrase them. The names, words in the first list are in order you hear them. The words in the second list are not in the order you hear them. So, number 1, modern, matches with letter C. It's very 21st century. Number 2, clear, matches to letter D. It's easy to understand. Number 3, A, funny. Number 3, funny, matches with A. She tells jokes. Number 4, slow, matches with letter E. It took a long time. Number 5, terrible, matches with letter B. This website is bad. Exercise number 4 from this page. Okay. For these questions, choose the correct answer. You will hear Billy talking to Sam about a new school website. So that because we don't have this exercise, we cannot do it. Well, exercise 1, the passive. How do we communicate? Cum comunicăm? Over 7,000 different languages are spoken in the world. A new word is added to the English dictionary every 2 days. In English, the letter E is used more often than any other. 50% of school time in Luxembourg is spent learning languages, English, French, and German. English is studied by more than any other language. In the 19th century, a new international language called Esperanto was invented. The first text message was sent in 1992. It said Merry Christmas. The first emoji was created in Japan by Shigetaka Kurita. Exercise number 2. Do you know who sent the first message? No, we don't know who sent the first text message. Do we know who adds new words to the English dictionary? No, we don't know who adds new words to the English dictionary. Number 3. Do we know exactly who uses the letter E? No, we don't know exactly who uses the letter E. Number 4. Do we know who created the first emoji? Yes, we know who created the first emoji. It was Shigetaka Kurita from Japan. Number 5. Look at the underlined words. Which facts are in the present tense and which ones are in the past tense? The words that refer to permanent actions are in the present tense. The others are in the past tense. Okay. Rules. We use the passive when we know or don't know who did the action or it isn't important. We use the passive with by, on when we want to say who does the action. The passive is formed with the correct form of the verb to be, to have plus past participle. So exercise number 4. My phone was made in China. It is passive. Sally sends hundreds of texts every day. It is active. We are given too much homework at this school. It is passive. I wrote this email. It's active. Who was this book written by? It is passive. People send billions of text messages every year. It is active. Exercise number 5. Complete the report with the correct form of the passive. When people communicate with each other on social media, they don't just use words, they use a variety of tiny pictures. These pictures are called emojis. The first electronic emoji was made in Japan by a man called Shigetaka Kurita in 1999. He got his ideas from lots of things: street signs, manga comics, and the weather forecast symbols that show on maps, that are shown on maps. Instead of show, the passive is are shown. But the oldest emoji was discovered in Turkey in 2007 when scientists found 3,700-year-old vase with a smiley face painted on it. Although emojis are used a lot nowadays, sometimes they aren't understood by the people who receive them. I once sent this emoji to a friend. I was surprised when she wrote back, "Why are you crying?" Okay, and the last exercise number 6, work in pairs, try to choose the correct answers in italics. Then check your answers on page 150. Okay. Spanish is spoken in 20 countries. Writing was invented in 3200 years ago. The first email was sent in 1971. 820 different languages are spoken in the US, in the Papua New Guinea. The word most often spelled wrongly by key students is because. The second is beautiful and the third is tomorrow. Smartphones are used most often for texting, phoning, or checking on time. The correct answer is smartphones are used most for checking the time. Well, mulțumesc pentru participare. Numărul meu de telefon pentru lecții particulare sau alte comunicații este 0773889705. Acesta este un canal gratuit și pentru că doresc să rămână gratuit în continuare, vă rog să vă abonați. Voi știți că pe YouTube avem nevoie de un număr foarte mare de abonați. Lăsați un like dacă v-a plăcut această lecție. Și vă amintesc că pe acest canal mai găsiți cursuri de limba română și alte rubrici precum povești pentru copilași drăgălași, pentru tine, doamna mea, și din înțelepciunea lumii. După ce va începe școala, vom lucra din fiecare manual pe care voi învățați la școală, atât la limba română cât și la limba engleză. Fiecare lecție va fi explicată și fiecare exercițiu va fi explicat și lucrat, rezolvat. Iată deci ce de bani veți folosi, bani pe care altfel i-ați folosit să plătiți meditații. La revedere!